Hi everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. I just smacked my legs for some reason after I pushed play. I really don't know why. Anyway, I told you guys I was going to be doing a Christmas look with some glitter because who doesn't love glitter? Oh, hello, I just got a text message. Anyway, of course after I start filming I get a text message. This is a glitter. It's called Jesse's Girl and it's called Penny Arcade. And this is a drugstore glitter. I got it at Rite Aid for like $5. I don't know it's at every Rite Aid, but it was at both of the Rite Aids that I go to. And I was pretty happy about that. Wait, was it Rite Aid or was it Walgreens? It was Rite Aid. Rite Aid. But I love gold. I have blue eyes, so gold just really makes them pop. Anyway, enough chit chat. You see I already done this eye. I don't know if you can see it too well. But I just put glitter on the bottom. And I used my Urban Decay Vice palette, the original one. I don't have the second one because I don't use this palette enough to feel like I needed to spend $60 to get the second one. I'm not saying that it isn't great. I'm sure it's wonderful. And I love all these colors. Like, I love this palette. It's kinda, I have it put away like in a, what's wrong with my bangs? In a little storage thingy, so I don't gravitate towards it enough. And honestly, I forget about it. But it's not that I don't love it. I just don't think about it. But we're going to use this. And I went ahead and put a color in my crease. And it was my, it's from the original Naked palette, which is called Naked. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Can you see? Is it going to focus? There it goes. Yay. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Wrong way. There we go. And I'm going to take a MAC 228 brush, this really itty bitty little tiny brush. And I'm going to take Nevermind. It's over here on the end. Just dip it on the tip of it. And we are going to put that on the out side. Now, if you need primer, then use a primer. I need a primer, so I went ahead and primed, but use whatever primer you works best for you. But if you don't need a primer, then don't buy one. Like, yeah. Then I'm going to take the color next to it called Echo Beach, and I'm going to flip the brush over to the other side. I'm going to put it all on the rest of the... You can't really tell that there's two different colors. Like, you want... So, I mean, you could just use one color if you wanted to, but after I kind of got done, I really liked the effect that it gave. And then I'm going to take this little e.l.f. contour brush. I keep hitting my table. I'm so sorry. I love this little guy. And I'm going to take a mixture between Muse and Jagged. These two colors right next to each other. This one and this one, and just kind of bounce them back and forth between the two. And just put it on the outer corner. And then I'm just going to take some Muse and then just put it on the outer part. And then give everything, I got this Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush, just that way there's no harsh lines. Don't want it too blended. I just kind of put that Muse in out here in the outer part and make it as dark or as light as you want. There's no wrong or right way to do it. And then, okay, that's it for right now. And then I took my eyeliner. Where did it go? I took my Jordana one. I know I talked about this in my last video. I'm trying to get my camera right. It just doesn't seem like it's very even. Sorry. I didn't really like it when I first started using it, but then when I used it in my last tutorial, I really liked it. Like I said, just kind of, when they stored it at Walgreens at the drugstore, they stored it like this, and when I stored it like this, and then I was too excited to really let it sit and come down, and so I opened it up as soon as I got home and started playing with it, and I thought it was terrible, so I think it just needed a little time to get down. But make a wing. Sorry, I can't really talk while doing this. I'll try to make sure I'm in camera. At least in the frame. Just Just make little tiny strokes. Some people prefer to just make one big stroke. When I go across the lid, I like to make little tiny ones. You can even like put little dots and then like connect all the dots, if that works best for you. Not very much. I kind of have hooded eyes, so winged eyeliner isn't really the greatest thing for me, but I still like it anyway, even though it does look kind of funny. I wear it anyway. Curl your lashes. This is just my Revlon lash curler, but use whichever one you have, or if you don't have one. I finally cut my bangs. They were like getting way too long. I couldn't function. And I got my Jordana Best Lengthening Extreme Mascara. I like this stuff a lot. For $4, I think she was worth it. And I think I would definitely repurchase it. And I got mascara on my eyes. Lid. Wonderful. And I got my L'Oreal. Is it L'Oreal? I can never remember. Yeah. Lash Out Butterfly mascara. And then I'm going to let this, I don't know if you can see this little tiny dot, I'm going to let it sit for a second before I worry about wiping it away. Okay, on to the next step, the glitter. Now, I want it to be a little bit even darker, so I'm going to take my Vice palette again. Take this color called Buzz. Right? My hinges didn't stay open. There. It's gold color. And I'm taking an Urban Decay. This actually came with the original Naked palette. And just a shader brush and dip it in the tip of it. Tap off the excess and work it underneath the lower lash line. I don't know, like this glitter shows it pretty well, so I don't know, I don't really think it probably would need this. I just went ahead and did it on the other eye, so that's why I'm doing it here. But you could totally skip doing this if you had this glitter, because even putting any kind of gold base down. And then I want to take a little magic thing. It's from Too Faced. It's called Glitter Glue. It's a glitter adhesive, and I don't use this stuff enough because I absolutely positively love glitter, and I just don't wear glitter enough. But oh well. You can also use I know a lot of people use Duo lash glue. I've never used this, but I've heard a lot of people doing that if they don't have something like glitter glue. I think you can use something else. I think like LA Splash has something. I don't have it because I haven't ever been able to find LA Splash near me to get it. But I mean, like, this was kind of expensive, so use whatever you have. And you just need a teeny tiny amount and put it right along the lower lash line on top of that gold eyeshadow. Zoom out a little so that way we can see. Alright, then we're going to try not to make too much of a mess. You've got to let it sit for a couple of seconds just to let it dry, but oh, it's lovely. Now, I got this Real Techniques shading brush. I'm going to dip the tip of it in and then get it kind of like that. Now bear with me. Let me set it down before I spill it. Then I'm going to take the lid. I'm going to mash it in the lid. And then, to help with fallout, I have just a Kleenex. Put it underneath. Sorry. Guess it would help if I stayed in camera frame. Voila. Now I'm gonna put the lid on this before I spill it. And wow, that would make a huge mess, because even just opening it makes a huge mess. And you can wipe that brush off a little bit and make sure it's dry. It's kind of dry on the back of your hand. And just kind of go over it and just kind of pick up all the excess, so that way it just kind of, it doesn't really fall. Now I kind of felt like I needed something in the waterline just because it looked a little, I think it looks kind of weird, but and I didn't want to use black because I didn't want it to be too smoky and too full on. But I mean, use whatever, like use a brown, or if you want it to be black, then use black. But I even thought about using my Mushroom Urban Decay liner, but I had this stashed one. I don't use it very much, and it's kind of green, but it's like an army green. It's not a pretty green, but it just was enough to kind of make it look really good. Give the perfect effect that I was looking for. Now, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but I have a ton of fallout and stuff, so take just a baby wipe. Clean that up. Yeah, see? Yeah. And I went ahead and used, let me clean this up. Foundation I used was my MAC Pro Longwear. Excuse me, foundation. I love that stuff. I have really oily skin and it lasts the longest, and it's just good stuff. And then take whatever mascara you want and put it on your bottom lashes. Try and make sure I'm in focus instead of you just getting like part of my head. But you know how to put bottom lash mascara on. Bottom mascara on your lower lashes. Yeah. And I would do concealer if I was like, you know, really wanting it to stay pretty well, but I'm not doing too much or anything today, nothing too important. I just sat down to film this, but you know, use whatever concealer to make sure it all just kind of stays, and set it and use, you know, whatever concealer you want. But I'm going to also take my NARS Deep Throat blush. This is one of my favorite blushes. And I keep getting mascara. It's so beautiful. It's just I don't think too many people talk about it on YouTube, but it is lovely. Right at the top of the cheekbones. If you wanted to, you could even do a highlight, you know, take it as far as you want. I just wanted to more or less give you guys an idea, and then talk about the Jessie glitter, Jessie's Girl Glitter. I really like it for $5. Like, you can't beat it, because the stuff at MAC is like $20. Like, I have a MAC one here, and I absolutely love this thing, but I think I've only used it maybe 4 or 5 times max, and it's not that it isn't worth it, it's just kind of expensive for what it is, and you don't really use too much of it. But for lipstick options, you can, you know, obviously use whatever you wanted. You could do a red if you're going to a Christmas party, like this beautiful Ruby Roo red. It's kind of a tongue twister when you say it like that. But I think I'm just going to use Full Fuchsia from MAC. It's an amplified one. It's so pretty. I just wanted to do something a little different. Oh, wrong way. Besides just red with gold. I don't use this color very much. I really, really love it. And then you can take any kind of lip liner you want. I'm going to take this one, and it's called Fuchsia by NYX. And just kind of fill it in. Wipe the tip off of that. A little dirty. And that is it. Feel free to, you know, add more of a highlight, add more blush, do more of a contour, you know, do it. I just wanted to kind of keep it simple and just, like I said, just kind of talk about that Jessie's Girl pigment, because it is awesome. And then you can even put a gloss over this lipstick if you want. I like the, actually I picked out the Impassioned Lip Glass by MAC. Love this stuff. It's so pretty. It's a lovely color. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas and Merry Christmas. I probably will be doing another look before Christmas comes to give you guys more of an idea. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!